What's up, guys? Tua Tagovailoa here. Just wrapped up our week 1 game against Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm here parked in my garage, and welcome to the rear view. I would say my feelings heading into week 1, I mean, very, very excited. A little bit of anxiousness, just I think that's always how it is when you're about to play your first game, but was very excited. We had a lot of things that we wanted to do, that we wanted to execute early on, that we didn't, but I think it was a really cool opportunity for our offense to have really shown what we could do through adversity. Now, do we want to start games like that every time? No. But I think it was really cool to see how guys answered the bell, and I thought it was also really cool that nobody blinked. Everyone was on the same page. We knew what we wanted to get done, and it wasn't as pretty, but hey, we got the job done. Tyreek Hill being detained, unbelievable. That's crazy. I think that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. That's like something I would see on a YouTube short that I watch, and I don't know, it's just normally not somebody that I know. But then when when it gets to be someone that especially that dude like Tyreek in Miami, like you know who that is, and man, dude was speeding all day today. Speeding before the game, speeding during the game. I hope he wasn't speeding after the game, but my brother, what can I say? Just mindset that he had, adversity that he dealt with early on before the game, and him just coming through for the team on that 80-yard touchdown run, and then the sally that he had. I thought that was super, super dope. I would say what stood out about the Jaguars defense was how multiple they got into things, starting a 2-high shell, getting into a 1-high shell, who that person was, what their game plan was for 10 and 17, if they were on opposite sides or if they were on the same side. And they got a really good front. They got a really good front that did make it tough on even 3-man rushes. So I think for the most part our O-line did a great job. Did I do my best? No, that wasn't my best performance. Like I can do better, and I'm sure a lot of guys offensively would agree to say the same for themselves. But all in all, like I said, a win is a win, and we'll take them as they come. Yeah, so when halftime came, that's just not how we operate, and that's not our style of football with what we put on film in the first quarter. So I took accountability for myself. I got on the coaches to take accountability for the communication of what personnel it is in there, and getting the plays in where we've been lackadaisical. I felt like in the huddle, we're breaking it late, and we got 9 seconds to operate. Like you just can't operate in this league like that. And then just got some guys to be accountable, caught on some dudes, and leaders as well, with J-Dub, with Reek, and with Armstead. And those dudes are dogs. Like they're dogs, and being able to have that relationship with those dudes, and being able to express the feeling that I felt, knowing like that's not us, and it wasn't us. And so it was one of those things where, what are we gonna do about it? Are we just gonna let that happen? Because if we're gonna let that happen, we're gonna lose this game. And so I think everyone was bought in, and everyone just turned up from there. And I thought that was a cool turning moment for us offensively. But there's a lot of things that we got to clean up still. But like I said, it's hard to win in this league, and we just found a way to win. And so I'm happy about that. I think what's been so cool is there's been a good amount of momentum shift throughout this game when you look at it. You look at Jalen Waddle's big play that he had. You look at Tyreek Hill's touchdown that he had. But I think the biggest momentum swing that we seen in this game that we had was Javon Holland's punch out. I mean, changed the whole game. If not, those guys were probably gonna go down there and score. You know, like the percentages just skyrocket once you pass a certain threshold of yard line. And so that, to me, that was probably the biggest momentum changer of the game was JH's punch out. And not news to me, like he does that in practice. He practices that. You see it in practice happening time and time again, and that's not new. He's a ball hawk. You know, he does that. And so I'm very proud of him, very proud of him, and very happy for him. My dog Jalen Phillips had a huge sack with 3 minutes left in the game, and it feels really good to have him back. You know, I think he's slowly working back into becoming himself, who he was last year and what he's been doing just off of the injury. But you know, it would seem as if he hasn't missed a beat. But I'm very proud of him. That's my dog. That's my Oos. And you know, hopefully we can continue to keep this going. Like, to me, my dog Jason, money, always money. For me, it's like, what else would I expect? Like, I would expect my dog to make that 10 out of 10. Cool, calm, collective. And he goes out and drills the game winner, and he called game. And I thought that was super cool, and that epitomizes what we collectively, you know, have been working on throughout this entire offseason. Leaning into this week, this upcoming week, we play Thursday Night Football against the Bills. Now, we know what our record has been against the Bills. We know that this has been the Bills' division. And really, we can't have a start the way we did today against the Bills. So we're looking at honing in on what we do really well. You know, and we got to go out there. We got to do what we know we're capable of doing, not turning the ball over, understanding our assignments. You know, me being able to distribute the ball to our playmakers, get them the ball in space, and watch them eat. Let them go to work. That's it. All right, guys. So that's a wrap on the rear view. Looking forward to playing this Thursday night game against the Bills. I hope you guys are excited, Fins fans. And we're looking to put on a show this Thursday night at home. Let's go.